You have triple camera setups on both with a LiDAR sensor on the iPhone 12 Pro, and I'll go ahead and just hit on the cameras right now. You have 12 megapixel sensors on each single camera sensor on this thing. You just have that additional LiDAR sensor on the 12 Pro. Now with the 11 Pro Max, you had a 12 megapixel wide, a 12 megapixel telephoto, and a 12 megapixel ultra wide. The 12 Pro had the 12 megapixel wide, 12 megapixel telephoto, and then a 12 megapixel ultra wide, and that 3D LiDAR sensor, whatever. Now, quality-wise, I would say and argue that their quality is probably more so the same than not. With the iPhone 11 Pro Max, we could do 4K at 60, and it was a very good camera. Really, I think last year was probably one of the best iPhone cameras ever, and even this year, I would say that going from an 11 Pro Max to any version of the 12 Pro, obviously the 12 Pro Maxes haven't came out yet, but I'm going to assume that all these cameras are pretty much going to be exactly the same. And I think for 99% of people watching this, you guys aren't filming multi-function videos or whatever that thing is. Like, you're not making movies on your phone. You're just literally just making a Snapchat or making a video, or I think the best is maybe you have to make a YouTube video or something like that. And not only is the video quality still great on the 11 Pro Max, but the audio quality is actually really good as well. And with the iPhone 12 Pro, it's pretty much the exact same thing. Maybe it's a little bit better, but I don't really think a lot of people are going to care that much, if I'm being completely honest. I don't think the average person, like, for example, for how much Apple spends talking about the camera, I just don't think people really care that much. I think people more so care about the battery life, the performance, and maybe even the way the phone looks, and that's why visual differences are so good, and that's why the sides and the flat sides and everything, that really made a lot of buzz. I really don't think people really care about the camera that much anymore, and both these cameras are great. I wouldn't go from an 11 Pro Max to the 12 Pro camera, for my opinion, but you have pretty much the exact same cameras on the front too, 12 megapixel sensors on all of them, 4K at 60 as well, and definitely when it comes down to it, I'll for sure say, I will probably say these cameras are more so the same than not. I would not go from an 11 Pro Max to the 12 Pro and vice versa, just because of the camera. But there are maybe some other aspects to go from one phone to the other. Now moving on to the software.